copy these document settings. That makes it way easier and it makes it fit on all social media. First thing you want to do is you want to pick out a color to be your background. I picked this green color because it's similar enough to the Eagles green, but it's enough to be a bit contrasty. You're going to want to import your player and then select a subject and then let it do its magic and mask them out. We are going to fix mistakes the computer didn't catch the first time, and we're going to do this at the end of it as well. Next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to View, Guides, Layout, New Guide Layout, and then you're going to want to follow my settings. The guide layout demonstrates where not to put text or important things. Next, you're going to want to go to type, pick a font that you like, and type Gameday. I like using Brick Sans fonts, and I'll leave some in the description so that you can use them as well. You want to put the text behind your player, and then move the layer behind the masked out player. This part is optional, but I like to show some emotion in my posters, and a good way to do that is using a background close-up of a player screaming or like just being hype. I add a gradient map to this to have it kind of blend into the background enough to where it's not the main focus in the poster, but enough to where it's still visible and shows emotion. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to do your team versus team text. So in my case, it's Eagles versus the Packers. And I like picking a different font for this than the main font, just to not make it look repetitive. Next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to Alt and then drag the previous text that you just made. And then write in the stadium or field that your game is going to be played at. Then you're going to want to do your where, why, how text. So where is the game going to be? When is it going to be? and where can they find it if they can't manage to get to the game. So in our case, it was January 8th at 4:30 on Fox. I somehow wrote the wrong date, so just kind of, disregard that. I also like adding these little blocks in between instead of just spaces. I feel like it's different, and it's really easy to do. You just do a period, and then you change your baseline shift. Next thing you're gonna want to do, and honestly probably the most important thing, you want to add shadows under the player's feet. So the way to do that is you go up to your paintbrush tool and you just gotta scrunch it down and turn your hardness to 0 and turn your opacity to around 50 to 60. And then use your bracket keys to make the brush bigger. In this case, I added the NFL playoffs logo. If it's just a regular game, you don't have to add this. But if it's a playoff game and you have like a trophy or something like that, I would recommend adding it. One of the last things we're going to do is we're going to fine tune the masking against the white text behind it. So we're just going to kind of we're going to use our black brush, and we're going to again make our hardness 0, and we're going to just kind of get that black edge off right there. So it kind of blends, but you can still tell that there's two different things.